Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Microtech, actually something from E-Knives. I saw this on their website and I thought, you know what? I never checked that out. That's a Microtech knife that I have not touched. And I feel like I've touched all of the Microtechs. So anyways, I've not handled this one. So we're going to check this out today. Thank you so much to E-Knives for loaning this to me for review and to share with you all. I will link this down in the description over at E-Knives. It does help my channel and use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Really enjoy E-Knives. If they are not part of your, this is not an ad, by the way. Like they're not like paying me to read this or say this. E-Knives is one of those retailers that is really fun to just scroll. Whether you are enjoying, just kind of like, you're not really, you know, feeling like you're in the purchasing mood. You're just kind of doing that retailer cycle thing, which a lot of us enthusiasts do. We just kind of like to see what's out there. E-Knives website is one of the best for that. And then if you are interested in actually picking something up, they have a lot of really, really cool stuff and oftentimes unique stuff that you can't find anywhere else. So, warranty is void if concealed screws are removed or adjusted. Oh, okay. The concealed screws. I wonder how they get around because isn't there like a thing that it says you can't void the warranty, like just disassembly doesn't void the warranty? I'm sure I have no idea. Not a legal expert. So what do we have here? This is the Microtech Luminary. Which is, it's a model that I have never experienced. Now, this is, I mean, it's another OTF here. But what we have is, this is a crud cutter, and this is also a ZBP model, meaning the no blade play system. So, it says weathered blue, you know, signature series. Okay, signature series, right? Tritium button insert, which is cool. I don't know if the theme of this is just, because they coupled it with like a light initially, like some flashlight. And it also has a piece of tritium in it, which will glow all the time. Outside of that, I believe it's just an OTF. Okay, yeah. I can tell that it has that ZBP system. And this is something that initially, I don't know if I talked about a lot, because I can't remember how it went when I talked about the first zero blade play system on a Microtech. The zero blade play at Microtechs, absolutely 100% right out of the box, feel like they're firing a little more sluggishly versus your non-ZBP. I mean, like, it is night and day. This Combat Troodon fires like a freaking rocket. I mean, you can even hear it, right? You probably even see it. This does, you know, kind of loosen up over time, but it seems like this ZBP system, this implementation of the ZBP system, does have some sort of grip on the blade that makes it not deploy as fast and not feel as fast out of the box. I have an Ultratech ZBP that has broken in and does deploy a little bit better. But if I'm being honest, my older Ultratech that was the newest generation right before ZBP does feel like it fires a little harder. It has never failed, the ZBP version, right? So my thing is with OTFs is they right out of the box, like newer, especially at this tier, right, from like Microtech or some equivalent company, they should always be able to fire repeatedly right out of the box and lock out successfully, right, without having to add any lubrication or any sort of oil or anything like that. This was something, you know, that I mentioned with the Medford OTF, which did not do that out of the box, and now it's totally fine, right? It's actually, it's one of the most powerful dual action OTFs that I have ever handled. It's crazy. It's really good. But right out of the box, I was really mad. I was like, man, like, this should be, you know, should work just fine. This ZBP system right out of the box doesn't feel like it's going to fail. Far from that. It just feels, truthfully, it feels just slightly underpowered. And the trade-off is that you have no blade play. This is the only other Microtech that I've ever handled besides the Ultratech, that has this ZBP system in it. The model itself, the Luminary, it's pretty cool looking. I mean, I do like the frame. It almost looks like something off of it almost looks Star Wars themed, right? I think Marfione is a Star Wars fan. But it does look very future, like almost sci-fi, rather than military, right? And a lot of Microtech knives really have the military look. Now that I'm firing these side by side, the power difference between these two, and also the scare, like these are so powerful. By contrast, I like the like this sort of like blue washed, this cobalt blue wash. This is a nice look. I like the titanium clip, right? I think the tritium inserts here in the button it's also really cool. I think that's neat. I don't know. I mean, and I don't know what's going to become of the ZBP system, you know, because of what's going on with Hawk. I have no idea. Absolutely, I don't even want to comment on it, right? But while it does seem fine, and it doesn't, you know, like it doesn't feel like it's going to fail. It certainly does feel less powerful than these other Microtechs, and you do get zero blade play, and then eventually I feel like it almost, like my Ultratech loosened up enough that it was firing a little better, but I also noticed that I could actually force a little bit of blade play with the blade locked out. And then, you know, it has a system that allows you to get in there and adjust it so you can adjust that blade play back out of it. So, I don't know. I mean, like, in an ideal world, the ZBP system could be legally implemented. You know, we'll see if that ends up being the case. And could be entirely adjusted to accommodate for either a total solidity, like complete and total solidity on lockout, or a little bit of blade play, but far, far more powerful action, right? I mean, it is clear as day. Anybody, whether you have experience, it's very America themed right now, very USA. Whether you have experience with this stuff or not, literally anybody. A kid, an adult, right? It doesn't matter. You pick these up, you fire this guy, and go, oh, wow. Fire this guy. Holy crap. Way more powerful, right? So, the Luminary's neat. I like it. It confused me. It's like for example, an OTF that did not confuse me was the Glykon. Yeah, it's another OTF, but like it's cool. They put like this titanium strip in there that's got a titanium backspacer, and it has the switches on the side. Do you need them? No, but it's different. And it's got a dual edge with the area that's gym track. I was like, that's cool, right? The Glykon, that's neat. The Luminary is like, yeah, it's another OTF that has tritium. So I don't know. It's cool, and obviously it's not failing. It's functioning just fine. The size of it is it's smaller than the Combat Troodon. It's much closer, I think, to the size of the Glykon, but I think the Glykon is still actually larger. Yes, it is. So, okay. I don't know. The Luminary's okay. We'll see. I will be back with a full-length review of this guy. Sorry, let's go ahead and measure it so we know instead of going, just saying it's smaller than the Glykon. It is 8.35 inches, 8.5 if you count the glass breaker. Blade length 3.65, cutting edge is 3.25. So, I think probably my favorite thing about this one in particular is just the blue washing on the presumably aluminum frame and the blade. I think that's kind of neato. Outside of that, yeah, it's okay. It's a made in the USA knife, and it's really expensive. This is a really, really expensive pocket knife. But so far, not really. I mean, like, it's cool. It's well made. So far, it's not really standing out too much. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Please make sure, where's my card? It's gone. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Oh, there it is. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm there too. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.